Arise, minions, and welcome to Unmade Gaming. We are here for another episode of Cyberpunk Phoenix, where we're taking over the world. I think, yeah, that sounds right. If you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is by clicking the link down below to join us over on Patreon. Get all kinds of fun behind-the-scenes exclusives. And while you're down there, click on that link, join us in the Discord, be a part of the community, be a part of the conversation, talk about this game, all the other games. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, Simon gets to do what the hell he wants to us, or choke on strawberries, or both. And two, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to these wonderful, amazing faces that you see here before you. And with that, I turn things over to Simon to take us into an awful, awful future.
I was keeping my biggest strawberry for last, but now I don't know if I should eat it.
Hit the corruption bar and find out.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon at Wondering DM. Woof. And let's delve back into our game. You know our cast, you know their characters. If not, you'll discover them as we play. We ended last week with a rather life or death situation for part of the team, while Ketch and Proxy were waiting in the van after they've discovered that the communication signals, basically cell phone agents, was cut off from Magnus and Jewel. And when they entered the interview room, they waited patiently, or as patiently as Proxy was willing to wait, before going into this into their system and trying to figure out what she could do. She discovered that Biotechnica is in the net, this giant tree-like structure with a spiral staircase in the middle that leads to different floors. She went up to the second floor, I believe, where she found basically the the personnel file and what everyone had on file and all of that. Actually, no, that would be the third floor. Yeah, that was on the third floor. Except that another section of the floor was cut off to her, as well as the other floors higher. She decided to jack out. Meanwhile, in the interview room, Mr. Zach, being caught between a rock and a hard place by Magnus's deft skills at haggling, I guess, for a job. No, negotiating. Yeah, for negotiation. Left the room and left Jules and Magnus alone with this strange bodyguard slash watchman slash murderer, who was persuaded by Taco Doc to eat the fruit salad, and thanks to a corruption bar, actually began to choke on it. And that is where we're going to pick up our game today, with Jules and Magnus in the interview room. This giant of a man in a three-piece suit with this, the clear outline of his holster on his chest, starting to grasp at his throat and turning ever so more purple as he gasped for air.
Oh God. Jules just like, Magnus, it starts shaking you.
I am already, I was going to say, yes, I let him choke. No, I get up, and I was made for this moment. I was born for this. And I go over and I'm like, I'm going to try to help you out here. I'm not trying to kill you. And I go up behind him and try to give him the Heimlich maneuver.
All right. You realize as you put your hands onto his stomach to start the Heimlich that his skin is incredibly hard. The man probably has subdermal armor.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Some people have certain reactions to choking. We're not kink shaming anyone, but it is not the case for this person.
Okay. So you're saying I'm having trouble doing this?
I'm just saying it's going to be a tad harder than usual. Basically, you're going to need to roll first aid.
Use more force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the
First
force
aid, you said?
max. Yep, that's a
Oh,
first
yeah.
aid check.
This is literally my highest skill.
16.
So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. I can't see what I rolled. Hey, exactly what I needed.
You got it. So yeah, you reach around him
Yep.
and begin to press against his stomach, and every time you push, there's a little noise until after a few moments, the strawberry ends up like spinning it across the room and just bends over and
so next time, chew a bit more carefully. Yeah. Sorry.
I think I'm allergic. Thank goodness.
Oh, is your throat like swelling up too?
I don't know. Is that how allergies work?
Usually,
maybe. Yeah. Are you like not? When's the last time you had a fresh food?
I was like 8 or 9. I don't remember.
We'll ask you about it later. Just sit and rest now.
Yeah. Sorry, you should probably sit down. You don't have to stand and hover over us.
Yeah, he takes the seat that Mr. Cook was sitting in, the nice leather chair, and just sits down. And
good work, Magnus. That was scary for a second there.
Should he be sitting there? Is it a corporate like faux pas or something for someone to take the? I asked Jewel.
Yeah, probably. You know what? Sir, how about you have my seat? I'll stand. I don't mind. Just, for when the boss gets back.
He hired you. I don't want you to get in trouble or whatever.
Yeah, right. The ladder. He gets up and moves. He moves across the desk, but you notice he helps himself by leaning against the desk with his hand. He's still out of breath, and probably a little scared. For such a large and imposing man, dying outside of a firefight might not be the thing he
all a part of my plan. They say, hey, you're gonna go put a corporation, you're gonna go do a heist. What do you need? What guns do you need? What are you packing? I'm like, strawberries.
Nothing.
Don't need guns. Just strawberries. Just small fruit.
Yeah, so he sits and thank you, Doc.
Yeah. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Puts me in a bit of an awkward position.
Why is that?
Well, according to the contract, if you refuse the job, neither you nor her are making it out of this room alive. Kind of awkward to have to kill you now after you saved my life.
That would be pretty awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, we'd be dead.
Yeah, I just have to live with it. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ready to talk to my therapist about that.
Well, it's, good thing that we're probably going to take this and, you're safe and everything is all good, nothing to worry about. Magnus is already proving his worth for the company and it's astounding.
Thank you, Jewel.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they'll take you on board. Anyway, it's Cook's job is also on the line, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I knew something was up.
Yeah, kind of figured that.
And he
Well.
perks up a moment and says, "Anyway, I should get back up. I can hear your boss down the corridor."
Of course.
He stands straight and like,
We won't say anything happened. We'll just, hide that strawberry and everything will be fine.
I look over at the floor where the thrown up strawberry is.
it's
Magnus,
like
would you mind?
lodged between the desk and the wall, like it bounced. And
Oh, jeez.
Just like
I
push
say
it.
we just
Push it down in
Yeah,
between the
just-
desk.
Just hide it. Yeah, and he'll find that years
Yeah,
later.
sure.
It'll be fine.
We just leave it.
There's a
leave
lot
it
of
there to
flies
mold
in my office
so
for
that
some reason.
so that it creates an unpleasant smell in his office.
so Cook comes back in right after you all like act normal.
Mhm.
He has his data pad in his hand, and you notice there's like a lot of little windows open all over the screen. He turns it off as he puts it down on the desk and says, as he sits, "Well, Mr. Magnus, you drive a hard bargain. But I spoke with financial, and I believe we can come to an agreement."
All right. And what would that be?
Well, seeing how you are necessary, a even should I say a vital part of the project, as I mentioned earlier, we should acquiesce to your demands. That means that in order to introduce you to the team and transition you from your status as a freelance and to the Biotechnica family, we will have to terminate the employment. And he looks to Jules of certain employees.
You're firing her because of me.
Well, her task was to bring you on board. It is done.
And that's it? I'm no longer of value to this company?
Oh, I mean, you've brought us who we needed, and we don't have a whole lot of projects right now. And you've done a few things in the last few days that are of note. Stains on your file.
Note, right. I see. I see how quickly the tides turn here.
You know, all those stains were to get me.
Yes, but this isn't how the higher ups see it. You see, it's we need to balance the budget. We have a certain amount of eddies for employees in our budget.
Okay.
And so we, unless you wanted to ask less, I know you and Jules have some sort of a friendship going on. I'm fairly certain you wouldn't want your friend to lose her employment because of your demands.
And what about you, Mr. Cook? Will you also be staying here at the company? From what I've heard down the grapevine, things are not exactly on the up and up for you as well.
And pray tell, whose vine you heard it from?
Oh, come on, Mr. Cook. You know people at the company. The minute I had one thing going on, that meeting with HR, people were whispering, things get around very quickly.
Yeah, I see you, chat. He says, well, as regional manager for our, the Night City branch of Biotechnica R&D, I would actually have to step down from my position, as I would be overseeing Mr. Magnus in his new responsibilities as the lead on the hybrid resources project. So in a way, Jules, I'm also losing my job.
It sounds like your job is a promotion of sorts, moving from R&D to a very special project.
It's hardly a promotion. They won't upgrade my trauma team card.
Trauma team card.
Yes, if you work for us for at least 5 years, we enter you into the Trauma Team Silver program, which allows you, it's part of all
Oh,
the
wow.
benefits. You'll have it in your starting package. You'll see it in the document. But basically it guarantees a certain security when you're out and about on the city, because some of our employees, it needs to be said, are often the targets of nefarious elements of Night City, corporate espionage and all that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Magnus looks at Jewel.
Jewel looking kind of like defeated for a moment.
Cook says, "This is awkward. And he gets up. I'll give you about 5 minutes."
Thank you.
And he leaves and turns to the bodyguard and motions for him to leave as well.
Oh,
And
okay.
they both shut the door, leaving you inside the office.
Now, I don't know too much about this corporate stuff, Jewel, but I'm sure just because they physically walked out of the room, we're not really alone.
Very likely, yes.
Well, whatever. Look, I don't want to, I was playing him to see how much I could make the corpo's skin crawl. I don't know, the 13-year-old Magnus in me made it want to happen, but I don't honestly need all that money.
Well, it's not to say you don't deserve it, Magnus. I think you do.
So do
It's
you.
just, it's unfortunate that regardless if you take the money or not, the company does not see enough value in me to keep me around. After something like this were to happen, they would just drop me.
They're saying they think whatever I will end up doing for them will be more valuable than, well, in a way, I mean, the department that you work for is research and development, right? So
it is.
It seems like they're hiring me almost for a version of that, but a very specific, heightened, important version.
Yes.
Anyway, here's how I see it. I don't know if there's another option, but we have our goals for Biotechnica.
Of course.
I would like to, go back down to whatever pay it would take to have you remain here, so I'm not alone. Or if it's something you wanted, you could leave and be free. And let's just say I would do what I could with the resources I have to make sure you're not on the street. And I kind of look around a bit.
Yeah. I
What do you think?
Jewel kind of sits for a moment. She like crosses her legs, and I think I would prefer to stay here if possible. I've gotten kind of comfortable with this life, and if possible, I would like to stay here as long as I can.
All right. Let's make it happen then.
All right.
And just as you say that, the door opens again. Cook enters, a smug smile on his face, followed by the mountain of a man.
The mountain.
Cook sits down, looks beaming, and says, I trust you've reached an agreement?
Yeah.
Jules, I can forward you the papers for your...
That won't be necessary. However much you need to keep her around, you can pull from my pay. She's worth more than Biotechnica thinks. And it seems more than you think.
Let me see. And he opens his data pad, and you see again the multitude of windows on it. And I'm going to ask both of you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Fun.
Oof.
Are you sure you don't mean a wardrobe and style check?
I'm fairly certain
Okay.
I mean your eyes.
I did not roll well. I rolled a 10, but it's red, so
Yeah, it means you
Bad.
had rolled a 1.
so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
14
but-
for me, not
So
much better.
with a 10, you don't really have time to see all the windows he has open. You get a glimpse of a few of them, and they seem to be employee files. And he's just closing them one by one. Magnus, however, you notice that one of the window, the one that's like in back of all of them, is an email, a memo, like a company memo, that unless Cook fires some elements of his current team right now, he will not be allowed the pay increase that he's asked for his role as team leader for the hybrid project. So unless the current R&D is no longer efficient, yeah.
So really, this isn't about reducing my pay. It's about reducing his pay.
Yep. This is about his raise.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you notice that there's a
this
lot
guy.
of the files there. Like you see one of them has Jules' picture on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was probably trying to figure out like who could he bundle together and fire.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So he's like frantically closing the windows and opening a few more, this time looking for like job openings elsewhere in Biotechnica. Tried to shuffle employees around, like headcounts around, so that he could somehow make it. Because from what you saw, I forgot to mention that even if you are to take like the minimum amount that he told you, like 30,000 a year, because of what he wants, like Jules is still going to lose her job. Like it's not a question of what Magnus has demanded; it's a question of how much of an asshole Cook is.
Good to know. Thank you.
And yeah, he tries like a couple things, and he sighs and looks from time to time at the man with the pistol. And he's like, I look, try as I might, Dr. Magnus. you would
I would what?
you would basically have to work for free if you wanted Mr. Joule to remain. It's just not in our budget.
Can you explain to me in detail how any of that makes sense?
Well, I could. And he closes his data pad and like flips it over. But you are not a family member of Biotechnica yet. I am not at the liberty to discuss such things with an external agent, a third party, as it were. If you were to be working for Biotechnica, then I could go into a few more details.
I lean forward on my chair, put my elbows on his desk, and say,
Could you?
Could I what?
And he like points to your elbows, like shyly with his fingers.
I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. And I kind of raise my elbows and like dust off his desk, and then put my elbows back. You've already gotten an idea of how I work, and that's all the point I needed to prove. I can see your desperation, and I will remember it. I'll work for free, if that's what it means to keep her around. If you can't do that, then I don't know what the hell Biotechnica is doing.
He starts stammering, and that's when the big guy in the corner sort of pipes up and says, "Having a trouble, you little rat?" And Cook looks up to him. He's like, "You're not supposed to talk." It's like, "I've been around enough corpos in my life to know what you're trying to play at here. This man's a good man. And if it wasn't for him, I'd be dead. And if it wasn't for her," and he points to Jewel, "he wouldn't be here, and I'd be dead. So the way I see it, I'm here because of these two. And right now, you're saying that for him to work here, he basically has to be some sort of prisoner. And she has to lose everything she has in her life after they've done everything for you. You might not consider their involvement and their implications something worthwhile. But I value my life. And according to the government of Venezuela, my life is worth about 500,000 euro bucks. So here's how we're gonna do it." And he draws his pistol and says, "You're gonna draft a contract for this man here. You're gonna resign, and she's gonna get your position." And like all the while, Cook is like, no, that's not, I've hired, no, that's, and the man stays calm and says, "And then you're going to go down to the garage and you're going to wash my car. And if I feel, Simon forgot the word. If I feel satisfied by what you did, I might just leave you with one working knee." And there is a faint smell of urine coming.
Might also be me.
Yeah.
And that's our other corruption bar.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Nicely applied.
very nice. Nicely done.
Wow.
Well, that's perfect timing because we have 2 more.
No. Oh, all right.
Other corruption bar, he says, never mind about all.
Yeah.
He turns around and points at you with the pistol.
Yeah.
And Cook,
You know what? I actually hate strawberries. What the hell?
Cook is freaking out, And he says, Brian, please, that's not how we dealt things. That's not how we.
I'm sorry, did you just call that terrifying man Brian?
Yeah, his name is
Hey.
Brian.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Brian
it's
is
the-
my
It's the cyberpunk
Brian.
future where like you think his name would be like
God.
Tank Maximus, and you're like,
It's just Brian.
Well,
It's fine.
his street name probably, but like he has a given name.
Yeah, it's Brian Tank Maximus. Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brian turns to both of you, and then back to Cook, and he says, "You wanted to show them that you were in power. You controlled every aspect of their lives. That's not how things work. This is Night City. You only go so far as what your cojones are able to handle, and you're not able to handle shit. Give her your card. Give him his, I don't know, welcome packet or some shit. Come on." And like immediately, Cook like flips his data pad and begins to like type things. And you both notice, well, actually, to Magnus, he's typing stuff. It's, yeah, whatever. To Jules, he's typing and you recognize the code he's typing. It's not a password to go into like a file or whatever. It is the security. Yeah, when you're in danger, like you dial this number and security will show up.
I look to Brian and I say, I think he's calling for backup.
And that's the last thing you say, or the last thing that Mr. Cook will ever hear, as a resounds in the office. Your ears begin to ring, and Cook now looks like an exploded strawberry.
How fitting.
You know, we could have just given him a strawberry and taken care of him that way, but
Just push that mess behind the desk.
yeah, just put it down with the strawberry.
Hey, so Brian, you were hired by Biotechnica, not by him, right? Like,
Oh,
you.
Yeah, I insert, but you are probably in trouble and you should bail.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, I mean, the line of reason that you came up with was pretty good. I thought that maybe there was still a chance they'd be like, they'd come in and be like, hey, what's going on? But the way you explained it to him was like, it makes total sense. I just look at his exploded head.
I'm like, he say, I've seen his kind. He's a shark in a pool of goldfishes, but the moment you throw him into the ocean, he gets devoured by just about anything, including the minnows.
I look at Jewel. So we should go?
Yeah. So do we still have jobs? Jewel asking the important questions here.
Oh, he turns to you and very quickly says, I had to intervene when he lunged at the two of you. Said that you had ruined his entire life and his career. I had to react.
Right.
I have to protect Biotechnica employees. You were still an employee by the time he tried to assault you.
And we're gonna run for our lives now.
Yeah, you, and he points to Magnus. You're a key
I just
witness.
got what I was so confused. I was like, when did he lunge? Yeah, got it. Oh, man. Magnus, get a hold of yourself. Okay, cool. Aren't you gonna have no? Well,
I'm going to probably lose my job.
Yeah, why don't you come, Brian? Why don't you come with us? I have I have an invisible taco truck. I had more strawberries, and I can I can make what you can make with strawberries. That's a lot harder to choke on. Smoothies. Make
a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yes, Zach. Please hire this other player to protect our group of NPCs.
I am going to drop. I really don't imagine there's going to be anything more important to Magnus this session than convincing this guy to come join our taco truck. So I'm dropping all 5 of my luck into this. So that is a 23.
He looks at you. You were dressed, if I remember right, you did your wardrobe and style check earlier. You passed very much as a corporal, right?
I don't remember ever doing one. No.
Okay.
I don't remember how I dress.
Then,
I have strawberries. That's
well, how did you dress for the occasion?
I would say at least I didn't walk in clothes that were covered in blood or like clothes I had recently worked in, but not wearing. No, I would not have picked up any corpo anything.
Okay,
I'd
good.
be wearing my bohemian, as it's called.
That's even better.
Ensemble.
He looks at you then with your 23 and says, I never could stomach tight collars anyway. And he just like rips his tie and throws it down. He's like, I know of a back exit.
This is going to be a beautiful relationship, Brian. Let's lead the way. And I go over to the desk and I grab the data pad that Cook was using. And I say to Jewel, good idea to take this. Jewel, I hope you realize I think this is it for, all this, unfortunately. Brian kind of like,
I'll try to smooth things over. You're not going to lose your job, miss.
Oh, okay.
You are the real MVP.
Stay, and maybe you and I. Well, how are you going to smooth things over if you're also running? How are we going to work this out? Brian, you shot a guy. What are we supposed to do?
I'm leading you out because you're traumatized. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Goodness. Well, I'll give this to you. And I hand the data pad to Jewel.
Oh.
I don't know. Probably has stuff on it.
Thanks. This is as the acting regional manager, I will gladly accept this. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Brian, please.
So he motions to you for you to follow him, and you go through the corridor, basically cross the entire floor, and you head out. Jules, you recognize the place. It's the fire exit.
Mm-hmm.
So he just brings you to the fire exit and says, "Go. I'll call you." He points to Jules. Your phone numbers and the employee records. I'll see you later, Dr. Magnus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll just go talk to security and everything. And
okay.
Maybe we can celebrate your promotion and your new job with a drink.
Meet us at the Afterlife tonight. 1 a.m.
His eyes just sort of both enlarge and like squints at the same time. And he's like, "You're my kind of people."
We're okay. What's happening? Okay.
What is happening? Let's go.
I'm gonna make my way to the wait, so we're going
fire
together.
Escape.
Brian, you're gonna smooth it all out and come later or something.
Or fire exit.
Meet you later.
Okay. Yeah, Afterlife 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I forget. I think it was 2. I forget though. Maybe
it might be. Yeah, we'll be early. We'll be fashionably early. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. What the fuck just happened?
Oh my gosh! What just happened? I mean,
there's this old song from a play, I think, or a musical. It goes something like "He had it coming," but I mean, and still, it was quite very shocking.
I need to process what just happened. I went from almost losing my job to my boss being freaking shot in the face, and I don't even know, to a guy almost dying and you saving him. So much just happened in that room, and I need to process it all right now.
Well,
I can't believe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just hope that Proxy and Ketch aren't getting into any trouble. I'm sure they're fine in the basement.
I'm sure. We weren't gone that long, so I'm sure that they were just sitting there.
It's not like a lot of time passes in the net, not in real life. All right. Let's go to the garage. Question mark.
And so you head down, and during this whole sequence, Proxy and Ketch, you were sitting in the van, minding your own business, when suddenly you hear the security alarm begin to beep.
Oh, bets. I win. Snacks on me. Come in.
I only
Taking your
had
snacks.
I had 2 Tues.
I won the bet.
Okay. All right. Well. All
What do
right.
you mean? We're not playing Go Fish. What is this?
What were we playing?
Okay. I'm going to have to teach you how to play cards.
I only know that one game. Hold on. Let me make a call for snacks. What am I getting you? This is.
I mean, how long have they been in there? It's been a while, right? Because I like need more than just snacks at this point. Can they just like a whole buffet, like a whole thing?
Of snacks?
I don't know, like more food. Actually, how mad do you think he would be if he would be mad, right?
We made tacos.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for a taco truck to not have tacos, it's a crying shame. So I think if anything, he would thank us. And I don't know what books you read, but there's one I've seen called The Restorative Power of Tacos. That might help our friend Ken. I think it was his name.
Yeah.
That Ken is still sleeping soundly.
He's been unconscious most of the time I've known him, so I didn't really
think he's
form a
dreaming.
bond.
Do you
What's that?
dream anymore? I like never dream anymore.
Do
Do
I
you
dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Really?
pay a lot for them.
Oh. I was not talking about those kind of dreams, Kitch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What kind of dreams are you talking about?
I was not talking about those dreams. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what that means. Sometimes it's cool to have a really big sword.
Okay, too much information.
What?
No, I don't need to know that information at all.
Anyway,
So
I don't.
tacos?
Do you know how to make tacos?
No, I have never ever made anything really. Actually, not in. No.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it.
Theoretically, I might know.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, what's the
Wait.
worst that could happen? We make bad
we could
tacos.
blow up the taco truck
I
or light it on fire. It's probably the
Okay, I don't
the
know what you're
worst.
doing when you're cooking, but I don't think you can blow up a truck when you're cooking.
Simon, didn't you say they hear a security alarm?
Yep.
Yeah, we were
it's-
talking during this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
making
yeah.
sure. Just making
Oh
Yeah,
no,
there's
we
like a
also heard it.
okay.
beep in
That was the
background,
bet.
and
The
there's
bet was
just-
that one of you would get caught.
All good then. We're good. All right.
I mean, you know. Okay.
What am I gonna do? Throw
we
a
could make
slushie at it, Zach?
tacos. We could just wait. I mean, I feel like that means their interview didn't go well, right?
Or it could have been great. That maybe that's a celebration alarm.
Oh, celebration. You think Biotechnia has one of those? That's
I mean, you know, I think every company should have one. Like if somebody like discovers something new, like a new plant, or like someone hits like 10 years of
You hit, like, a
employment,
button
you're
and
like,
it
yeah,
sets
and then like
off, like, a-
confetti comes out of all the rooms,
yeah,
like pow, pow, pow. Yeah, see?
yeah.
That's
okay.
what I would do if I had a business like that.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea, actually.
Anyway, and he starts like rummaging around, like moving medical equipment, looking for cooking utensils.
She picks up like a bunch of forks. I
Yep.
think we could use this. We could just like put them together.
I'm
Like a
not
plate. Do you see any plates anywhere?
I'm not sure that that's a medical instrument that you're holding in your
Oh.
hand.
I think it's
Yeah.
a fork.
It could be.
What if he doesn't use his utensils for food, but he uses them for surgeries?
That could be also. He does work on criminals in an alley.
Sometimes it's in a parking lot.
Not much better, Proxy.
Okay, well,
Click, click, click.
I'm not
click, click.
judging. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll just like look around to see if Magnus has anything obviously usable for
Mhm,
cooking.
mhm,
Magnus, do you have anything usable for cooking in the truck?
Yeah, there some of the cabinets in the taco truck that have never been removed or changed still have old iron pots and pans in them, and utensils and things of that sort. And then the next cabinet over has like surgical bandages and things of that sort. So it's all over the place, but pretty much anything you want, you imagine you could find in there.
Perfect. Now, Simon, since this character sheet has everything you could possibly need on here, what skill would you roll for culinary arts?
Wow, it's not in there.
I know, that's why I asked. I made sure to look before I...
God damn. Well, some say that cooking is a science.
Uh-huh. No,
Uh,
no, baking is a science, cooking is an art.
yeah, that's
Oh.
true. Okay, then we'll go
Use
with
your
that.
Paint, draw, sculpt ability.
We'll go with play instruments.
Play instruments. Okay, I mean, that makes sense.
It's
That
like
makes
it's
sense.
a tech skill
For
yeah.
sure, as someone who plays an instrument, I am not a good cook.
But
But-
I am a good cook, and I can't play an instrument to save my life.
No, but
so
it would be a technical based skill.
where is play instrument? Okay, so I'm gonna put
middle
play
column.
play instrument culinary arts. This is my new skill in that. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, you know what? I can make tacos.
You can make above average tacos. Like you make like sit down restaurant
Yeah,
type of quality.
yeah. Ketch has above average sword energy. Wink.
And it's around then that the
That's
back
why we're
doors
not
of the taco
sponsored.
truck come open.
Yeah. And Jewel and Magnus.
You see Proxy like stuffing her face with tacos.
Oh,
Hey!
Oh,
We heard the celebration alarm. We made tacos.
yeah. Celebration tacos.
That's celebration alarm.
Yeah, we assumed you got the job, so it was a
Yeah,
celebration alarm.
congratulations.
those
Confetti.
utensils are like really old.
I
Whatever.
rubbed them on my shirt.
Hmm,
We
we should go.
Yeah. Now, Jewel, are you sure that Brian didn't? He's a. Well, I will have to explain who Brian. Yeah. You're gonna know.
What does that
I
mean?
didn't see a
didn't-
Brian
He's
in the
pretty
personnel
great.
files.
He is. He didn't really think the plan that he came up with.
Are we
he-
in trouble? Should we still
No.
be here?
But
We don't
Jewel,
know
should
for
you?
certain.
Should you? If it feels like if you run from this situation, I think you might still lose your job.
Looks
Whereas if you're
suspicious.
there, I don't know.
Don't make me
Whoa,
kinda-
whoa, what? Lose
Don't
your
make me go
job?
back there.
Wait, hold on.
The security guard who was hired by Biotechnica to oversee
Jewel, have
the
a
interview.
taco.
I'll
You're
take a
actually really
taco.
good.
Yeah.
Thank
Um,
you. Jewel, like,
he was there
Press eats.
to kill us if we were to deny the job.
Called it. Yep.
Okay. yeah,
And
we ran that
we
one.
played some games and went back and forth, and then eventually one thing led to another, and I saved the security guard's life by preventing him from choking on a strawberry. And then he shot the guy who was interviewing us, who was a dick,
Oh.
to be fair, but
my boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cook?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely looked like his picture for sure. Mega douchebag.
Wait,
Mhm.
whoa. How do you?
Oh, I didn't do anything. No, I was just
Uh,
looking.
just looking at what?
I just
I'm-
took a small peek.
did they find you or anything?
No. It was just it was a glance. I was using Armstrong's avatar, so we're good.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so what do you want to do, Jewel? Do you think I don't know. The plan he came up with, it sounds like we should stay if we don't want to be. So you got to decide if we're going to go, full on afterlife, forget this corporate thing, or if we're still going in.
Why can't we do both? I mean, why can't you do both?
We can. Just this plan was a bit weird on his part.
You're
think we
right,
should-
Magnus. You're right. Us leaving the scene would probably implicate us. I think that, Brian is a capable guy, but also I think we should probably. The company's going to look for us after this regardless to ask us questions. So we
Yeah.
might as well just face it now.
Okay.
Okay, so what exactly happened to Cook?
You see this?
The face? Yes.
Oh, speaking of Cook, have a taco. TD.
Explosion?
In the face with a
Just
like,
his
bang.
face?
He was
with
shot
a gun.
in the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yep.
gory.
Take the taco.
Yeah.
Eat this. Try it.
Yeah, it was.
Try it.
He's giving you a taco.
Eat the taco.
What?
TD, eat this taco.
Oh.
If we have to go somewhere, I don't want to have just tacos laying around, so you don't have any Tupperware.
This is pretty good.
I know.
I own the taco truck. I don't make them this good. Are we starting a business, Judge?
I don't know how you haven't already had tacos. It's a taco truck. There's a taco on
I got
it.
fresh vegetables and fruit, dude.
I know. I use them to make tacos.
I don't even know where you got this meat from. Where did you get this meat?
But that's not. Don't ask what that is.
Just eat it. It tastes really good.
And I just ate it. Oh,
she ate it.
I mean,
I've had 4.
It was delicious.
It was pretty good, to be fair.
Okay,
Thank you.
So,
I don't know what
so
you
this
did.
whole. So what is your okay?
I think we should
I
go
was
back.
I was about to get fired from the company because Magnus. Actually, it's not even because
Cook.
Wait, what?
I guess I technically don't know that.
I don't see a downside.
Well, what? Huh? What?
Okay,
So you were gonna get killed if you didn't take the job, and then you took the job and didn't get killed. You were gonna get killed because you took the job and because your boss is a dick, but then you didn't get killed, and then your boss is dead, and you guys are fine and not fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds like a win-win.
Looks very suspicious. Don't you? Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I think we should go. You already said it, Joe. We should just go back up there. If you want to secure his position.
Hold on. Go. Okay, you're gonna go back up where the dead man is.
Yeah.
After the guard got you out. I'm trying to keep up here. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe you have a reason for having been escorted out, and
maybe they need to secure the scene.
Call HR. If the guard escorted you out of the building and you're in the parking lot where he escorted you out to, don't leave the premises. Call HR.
Well, the problem is, what if the guard's coming up with a huge story, and then you guys walk up there with your own version of a story,
he
and
kind
they
of told
conflict
us
with each other?
He told us what his plan was. That he told us.
Out.
Yeah, we know what to do.
So then call HR.
Well, maybe you need to come.
Who's?
What?
Sorry, Jules, your agent's gonna go off during the conversation.
Oh God!
You can keep going if you want to. It's Linda.
Isn't there anything to like bring back with you? Maybe like you guys went out to get something, or
tacos. No, you should answer
Magnus,
that.
Right? Do you have a private place in this taco truck that I can have a conversation? You know what? I'm just gonna step outside. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna step outside. Linda, hi.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Just I'm okay-ish. A little shaken up.
We've been told what happened. I just want to say, on behalf of Biotechnica and all of us here, we're here for you, and you should feel safe at work. And what Mr. Cook did was unexcusable.
Thank you, Linda. That means a lot to me.
Listen, if you need anything, my door is always open. All right. And I think if you want, take your afternoon off. Tomorrow I'll set up an appointment with the company's therapist. So, you can talk and everything, and we'll be there's just one thing that I need to have your consent, either verbal or in written, that you are. I know things have been hard, and Mr. Cook is, I don't know exactly what he tried to do, but we all heard the gunshot. I just need your consent on this little thing, that you are not going to sue Biotechnica for damages.
uh, of course not, Linda. You all have taken care of me, and I really, appreciate you setting up the meeting tomorrow. Yeah, that's fine. I won't
Okay.
be doing that.
Oh, great. I knew you were a trooper.
I appreciate you very much.
All right. And I'll make sure to, I'll have a team scrub Cook's office clean so that there are no remnants of him when you show up at his office tomorrow, because it's now your office. And, we have to try to do, business as usual and everything. So we would greatly appreciate if you took your time off this afternoon and got back to us in tip-top shape tomorrow.
Of course.
Good. Is your friend, is he with you?
He is. Yes, he too is a little shaken from the whole situation, but
Okay. I don't have any of his coordinates, or his like number or whatever means to reach him. But can you pass on a message to him?
of course.
Just let him know that what happened today, is not Biotechnica. It is
Of
not who we
course.
are, and it is not what we stand for. And we are very sorry about what happened. And his lab in R&D is going to be free of Mr. Cook's influence, and he doesn't have to be scared either. The man Brian explained how Magnus was frozen in fear when Mr. Cook lunged at you across the desk. We're still looking for the knife. We don't know where it is, but we'll get to the bottom of this. I didn't want to open any wounds. It's just, in case you ran away with the knife, NCPD might want it. But look, I'm babbling, and then people are looking at me through my open door to my office. So I'm gonna have to get going. It's no, it's confidential. It's no, I'm on a call. It's confident, and she hangs up.
Jewel, kind of, she hangs up. She rolls her eyes, but also smiles at this. Everything's according to plan, and she'll head back into the truck and be like, "All right, let's get out of here, guys.
What?
We're
Are we
good. We're good. I just got off a call with HR, lovely Linda, and everything's fine."
You're overly enthusiastic about this. Are you sure everything's fine?
I told you to call HR. See?
Look at her. I mean, I guess this is what they mean by climbing the corporate ladder, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect somebody to do dirty work for me, but it's hey, you know what? Linda called. She's very concerned for our welfare and well-being. She told me to take the afternoon off. She's going to schedule a meeting with tomorrow with our office therapist. So, she just told me to take the day off, and apparently the story is going the way we want it to, and that's all that matters.
Okay, no loose ends then.
No loose ends.
This is.
Are you
See,
sure?
so they were
Surprisingly
celebration
fortuitous.
alarms.
See.
Kind of was.
All right, so we got to get ready for this thing.
Yes.
We got another thing on our list to do, which personally, I don't know about you guys, but I would like to not be in debt to assassins. So could we drop off the goods, maybe?
That was the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good idea.
Because I feel like one celebration, we don't want to move a step backward with assassins literally going to kill us if we don't deliver what we promised.
That's
and you
true.
know what? Let me I can try to wake up Mr. Parker. It's been a bit since the operation, and before we unload the stuff, or I guess as we're unloading it, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, we inventoried everything, so
Oh, all right.
Yeah. If you wake up Ken, that'd be great, because I have some bad news.
Well, what?
I'm gonna need you guys to eat the rest of the tacos. Because I didn't know how many you were gonna eat, so I made extra. But there's definitely not enough for a whole group of assassins, and I don't want to show up with some tacos and not enough, because that's not how you.
How
make
do you
friends.
think
Why
of
don't
this
we
stuff?
just give them to people that are hungry on the street?
Like free advertising for our new business?
I mean, you could give them your business card, I guess.
And he,
I
like-
don't have one.
He puts a hand up to high five Magnus.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Well,
good
Let's just
idea.
go to a place where, people aren't as well off, because no offense, but Biotechnica folks don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Agreed.
What a morning.
Yeah,
Right?
this has been a day.
This
You guys know you're a tree, by the way, Jewel?
What?
You're a tree. You guys are a whole tree.
I mean, our company symbol is a tree.
Yeah,
know
I
what
mean,
that means.
your guys are a tree. The whole thing inside is a tree.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yes.
net stuff.
Yes.
Net,
Oh,
whatever.
Yes, a tree. There
Yeah.
were so many
This-
things that
So-
I couldn't get to. It was ridiculous.
What did you find in there?
A
yeah.
lot of dirt on a lot of personnel. Also, you guys have the highest turnover in manufacturing.
That sounds about right. I guess the numbers that they give us on the annual reports aren't fudged.
When they terminate people, their book, fire, ash, dead. It's like a whole burning of a person. They probably are dead. My guess.
Did you find anything about the case, the nanobots?
No, because you told me not to do bad things, so I didn't.
But you did them anyway, so I'd expect
No,
you
I
know-
didn't. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just a looking thing. It wasn't a bad thing. I was gonna do a bad thing, but then I was like, maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't. But now
Proxy-
I might not have to. Actually, though,
How
that's not true.
old are
Cook-
you again? How old are you again, Proxy?
I'm old enough. Okay, so that's fine.
Good answer.
Yeah. But
All right.
regardless, I was gonna say maybe we'll have more access, but we won't, because I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Cook had like no access to anything. He was actually kind of like a small fish in the grand scheme of things, as far as like accessibility to different stuff goes.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. He acted more important than he was.
Yeah, that sounds about like most corpos, right? We do need to figure out who is his boss's boss, because that person will probably have access to the 11th floor. Not that there's necessarily anything important on the 11th floor, but there might be.
Is that why the 11th, not the 10th or the 12th?
No, just the 11. 11 is a good number. That's a good number.
Oh, all right.
I
You
assume
guys can
you're-
tell that she's definitely like
Yeah.
fudging it there.
So this is happening, I assume, as you're driving away from
Yeah.
Biotechnica.
Yeah.
I guess
You wouldn't- I was gonna say you would notice
Yeah, go
a 4 patrol cars from the NCPD driving the opposite way towards
Yeah.
the
Towards-
Biotechnica
yeah.
campus. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I say will one of you wake up Mr. Parker, and assuming we've already inventoried everything, would you mind sorting out whatever parts he sees that used to be his while I'm driving?
I'll sort. You wake up.
Catches swatted down with the pan of tacos, wafting it. Ken.
Oh yeah, I'm driving us to
Ken.
a remote area or place where there's homeless people or something.
Psst. Ken.
His eyes begin to flutter open as his nostrils sort of twitch.
I made tacos.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
hey,
You want a taco?
how long was I under? And like he motions a hand. He you can clearly see that he's not yet like aware of everything around him. So he's just like searching in the air with his hand, trying to grab like one of the tacos
Yeah,
on your tray.
Catch takes his hand and like guides it and puts a taco in it, and then like pushes it back towards him. You were eating, and then you had a heart attack and died, and then we put you in a bag, and then TD.
Hey, catch. Maybe like a little more conservative with the. He just got up, man.
He asked the question,
And he says like, "Oh, I am so sweaty," and he wipes his face with what he thought was a face cloth. And he just spreads like taco meat and everything, and he's like, what is this?
It's a taco, man.
What?
Hey, you just had like a heart attack and died, so I figured a taco would be the next best thing to not that, I guess. I mean, you're done having them. I think TD reinstalled your heart or something.
Proxy throws a towel in your general direction.
He grabs it and sort of wipes off.
I found his arm. I think this is his arm. This is his arm right here.
I forgot to mention, I have this weird side effect with cryo sleep, but that's all right. It's going to fix itself.
I'm sorry?
It knocks me out for a while. Not something. I don't have a bracelet or anything about that. It's
probably the best sleep you've gotten. Speaking of bracelets, I still have that thing in my arm, and she looks at it.
Yeah. Speaking of something you should have had a bracelet for, that's a story for another time.
Hey, now that he's awake, he can tell me what to do with it. Because I've just kept it from going off so that we don't get tracked.
There was a tracker guy that came to kill you.
Yeah. We got it taken care of, though.
Yeah. And we found your heart and most of your organs and several limbs. Extra limbs, in fact.
I am saving a reserve from what we found, but I didn't know which arm or leg was his.
Yeah.
I think
it's the
this
external stuff.
I can.
Maybe?
Yep, that's
Is that the one?
my arm.
Just whatever parts of yours you can identify.
Have you ever shaken your own hand before?
I've done things with. You know what? Never mind.
Okay. I mean, I could have said you need a hand.
I mean, no, but you know what it's like to play stranger.
No.
Anyway,
God damn it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, he sets it down on the table next to him, and he's like, "What are the legs you found? Where are they?"
There's this one that looks a little bit small. This one and this one, and that's not a leg. That is definitely not a leg. These two.
Yeah, no, mine were. I think those are mine. Oh, they took the. Fuck! They took the skin off. All right. Well, I'll deal with that later.
It's like, urban chic or something.
No. Their legs.
Yeah.
I don't have quick mounts anymore, so I'll need someone to actually dock when you have the time to.
Yeah. We got to get the rest
make
of
the connections and everything.
Yeah,
I can help with that if you need anything. I'm pretty good with tech, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he just like shakes his stumps at you. I was like, well, if you're not, if you're good with your hands and everything, I honestly really want to get my legs back first.
I can help.
I mean, see if don't hurt him, Proxy, but sure.
Wow. Me?
Look, I mean, have you ever? This is Ripper Doc level stuff.
I mean, okay. First of all, I'm not like going into the heart like you did. Okay,
yeah,
I'm just.
That's surgery.
Yeah, no. I can do tech stuff.
Okay.
He's mostly tech anyway at this point, right? No offense, but
no, that's kind of true.
Yeah,
All right.
and I'm good with tech.
Cool.
Mostly.
Well then, the GM is just gonna check the DC for the tech. There we go. Cyber limbs.
Cyberlimb. Cyberlimb 2077. Prosthetic simulator.
I'd play that.
You play it, but you know, like that surgeon simulator game where your
Mhm.
hands
yeah.
are
Oh.
super shaky, but instead you're
Yeah.
installing cyberware on the
Mhm.
back of a.
Oh
tower.
my gosh.
Yeah, Ripper
You're a
Doc
Ripper Doc
Simulator.
simulator. Yeah.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
Yeah.
All hospital level.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I could never be a surgeon. I don't like that blood and gore and all that organs. Not for me, but Magnus, yes. It's the
I'd be
wonders of
so
roleplay.
scared. I'd be too scared to plug something in the wrong place. Like I'm already scared when I open up my computer. Imagine if it was alive.
Yeah. Someday it might be. Ugh.
Goals.
Okay, so it's a DV17 for each limb.
What kind of check?
It is a cybertech check.
I'm gonna use 3 luck on this
3
first
luck?
roll.
All right.
Yes. So 18
Nice.
plus 3, 21.
So
Wow.
which one did you want to
Nice.
start with? The arm or one of the
No,
legs?
he asked for his legs, so
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna start with his dominant leg.
Yeah, and to
Alright.
be clear, I think when he was first introduced, he came up to us with one arm and one leg already.
Yeah.
Because so he only is missing one leg and one
Yep,
arm.
that's
Oh,
true.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one leg and an arm. It's his
Okay.
so the bottom half of his right leg, which now you've put in, so now he can
Oh,
actually stand, and
Mhm.
his entire left arm.
cool.
Okay, ready? Try it out. Let's go.
He stands up. Connections are good. He like does a little like Irish tap dancing. What's the name of it again?
Irish jig.
Yeah, the
Jig,
Irish
yeah.
jig, like just a little to see, like, yep, the reflexes are there. They seem to kick in well. And I think as for the strength of them, I'll probably, kick a wall when I have the chance, just to see if the sturdiness is still there.
Okay. Wall. You got it.
Well, I should go through plywood. Like I meant not brick, like just like regular
Oh, okay.
plaster wall.
You know, it's just standard stuff, yeah. Just
Yeah,
kicking
no,
in
no,
walls.
this yeah, this isn't made. The arm was made to open up steel doors. So that
yeah,
that
it's just
one's-
wake up one morning, was like, you know what? I don't like that wall. And just
Oh, it's great for renovations.
Please, not in the taco truck.
No.
Yeah.
So and he moves like to the side and lifts like all of his sleeves,
yes.
and
That looks great.
and then you see the scar where like you have to open and then connect everything with like the nervous system and all that, while Magnus is driving through Night City. So it's a DV17.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead. I will give it to Magnus that he knows the streets of Night City enough to avoid most of the major potholes,
Yeah.
so that doesn't become like an additional hindrance.
Yeah. And I'm, I'm aware that Proxy's really trying this. So I will drive safely and uncloaked, to be
okay.
clear.
All right. Let's try this. Let's go. Whole arm. Let's do this. Could I use a luck?
Do you have luck remaining?
Yes, I had 2 remaining.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you install it. There's like a bump at some point, and
Yeah.
it just like goes off. You hook a vein, and there's just one quick spurt of blood that like sprays the back of Magnus's driver's seat
Oh, clean that.
quickly.
What was that?
Nothing.
There's just blood on the back of my
Gross.
head.
It's part of the process.
You finish tying everything up, and the moment that like the connections are made, you see from the elbow of the arm, there's like all of these little almost like spikes that open up like automatically, and they latch onto his skin and basically close the gap themselves by like pulling onto the skin, so that there's like almost like a wire, well, not a wire, but like a hair breadth of skin over the implant, so that there's no like crack or anything.
That's handy. Wow.
He
Okay.
begins to move his fingers. There's one of the finger, like his ring finger, is sort of wonky. It clicks when he moves it. So again, I'm gonna have to get that check. But otherwise, yeah, that's back to almost my old self.
Give or take a few years, right?
Yeah, and probably he like pokes one of his sides with a finger, and you notice that the skin sort of like goes a bit too deep in his body. Like there's still a lack of something there, and he's like, yeah, minus the venom sac.
I'm sorry, what?
The what?
Well, I don't think I need it anymore. Honestly, the thing was a hassle more than anything. When
You said appendix, right?
oh, it's where the appendix used to be. I got it removed when I was a
Do you
child.
like
But
spit venom?
yeah, I could.
Oh, so I did not hear wrong. Okay.
Sort of a weird mixture of chemical compound between acid and poison. You would be surprised the amount of toothbrushes I've dissolved by accident.
What about your own teeth?
Would we be surprised?
They're all fake.
Oh. Well, there's got to
You'd
be some
think
kind
in
of
a-
protective.
Oh, and I don't. And he shoves like a finger down his throat with like zero gag reflex. And it's like, nah, no, they've also taken it out.
It's probably in the inventory.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I don't want them anymore.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
It also changed my voice to some sort of weird like auto-tuney thing. I don't.
Okay.
Look, it's cool when it's all paid for and everything, but that one I wished it hadn't installed it.
I'm sorry, what did you used to do again?
Murder people.
Okay.
Arasaka.
He was a soccer boy.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why you need
Oh,
all that to do.
Ketch and Jewel, would you guys mind passing out tacos? We're here. This is a kind of a back, street area.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on, Jewel. Be nice.
They're good
yes.
tacos.
You ever heard of this old thing called Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus?
Just take your suit jacket off so you didn't scare him off.
But I like the suit jacket.
And
You want to get it all dirty? They're gonna be probably like
You're right.
touching
You're
you.
right. You're right. I hope they don't touch me.
Pull up to some place where there are vagrants or just
Do you have
random
like
people.
gloves or like like hand sanitizer or something?
I have a few hands right over here. Do you want to use those?
No, that was funny.
All right.
Yeah,
all
I got
right.
there's gloves. There's gloves. Look in the third
Cool.
cabinet on the right.
I'm gonna just I get these like surgical gloves and put them on my hands. Like she ties her hair back in like a net, and all right, let's do this. Catch.
She wasn't kidding about.
What
not
did you
getting
think
hands
was going to
dirty.
happen? You think they're going to...
Look, I don't. You don't know what these people. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want to.
When you open the
Okay.
back doors of the taco truck, you
don't wanna-
are met with a very dismal sight. You stand under an overpass in the eastern part of town. It's near the sewage treatment plant, and so it smells a lot.
Mhm.
Just looking around, the moment you open up the doors, you notice there's like a few gang members. Some of the Tiger Claws are there. You notice them with their like tricked up bikes and their like kabuki masks. And they're, strong arming people that walk by. Most of the other are people living in tents, living in like rusted containers. There's a glitching neon sign that just says pills over like the entrance to a fort basically made out of cardboard boxes and plywood. The people there are hungry, they're sick. Many of them have missing limbs. They probably needed to pawn them. Others have like sort of jury-rigged implants with like PVC pipes and duct tape. It's bad. And when you open the truck, Like there's a few that approach you. The first two actually to get near you are two children, about 8 years old each, head completely shaved. One of them has a scar like across the skull. They're dressed in baggy adult clothes that they've sort of like wrapped up around them and tied with like the sleeves or whatever else. They were playing with they have a big, rather big hamster ball inside of which is a rat, and they were like pushing it across the yard, and they go up to you, and one of the kid like whips out a jackknife and says, "You got lost, ma'am."
Oh no, you caught me. If you let me go, I'll give you some tacos.
That's the
And-
worst sales
I don't-
pitch I've ever seen.
And like he turns to his friend
That's-
and then turns back to you very dejected, and he's like, "I was being serious.
You're
Uh,
definitely not the salesperson.
This
in
is
our
our
new
turf."
business.
Hey,
Yeah,
kids, chill out. We're giving you tacos.
You're like 8.
Yeah, so
Give me that.
already
He like goes to take the... Here, and he hands him a taco. Eat
Like,
that.
the other vagrants sort of congregate
Uh-oh.
onto the truck, starting with like the person's the two children's probably either father figure or like directly father, but the two of them, so it's the man is Indian, one of the boys is Indian, but the other one is clearly a white American, and the dad speaks to them both as if they were like both his kids.
Hey,
He's like,
man,
what did I tell you about?
you just letting your kid play with knives? Here, take that back. Have a taco.
Really?
Yeah, don't let children play with knives.
Oh, it's better than a gun.
Okay, well, you got me there.
Here, kids. And he like splits the taco in half, and
No, eat.
And
No,
That doesn't work.
what? No, eat. You can't. That's not you. What?
Just give him
But
a
Eat
whole
that
thing of
taco,
tacos.
dude. And then he takes another one out. Here, you little not
Oh,
knife
you
boy.
have
Take that
more.
taco.
oh,
Just
I
give them
thought-
a whole tray. Let them disperse it, and if they don't,
No,
whatever.
you can't.
But
You can't trust them to disperse this. No offense, man. Your kid just tried to stab us. You can get one taco. There's a lot of you.
he
There's a lot of them.
look,
Don't
So,
look
kids,
at me
yeah,
no,
like that.
I know,
Everyone-
but I would
everyone
prefer not
starts
to stay
taking-
here and just they. Well,
If we're gonna
Oh.
have a taco truck empire, this is where it starts. Grassroots.
this is-
Hold
here,
on.
tell
Everyone
other
shush.
people.
Bow, 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 bow. And it's like celebration alarm, guys. Obviously,
Oh,
taco
God.
truck.
and like people swarm you, and tacos are being passed around. Some people go up to like the driver's seat where Magnus is, and like you recognize one of them, an Asian woman, probably in her 50s, that you saw for a cataract problem. You basically had to you switched her eye to a cyber one, and she's like, "I know you."
Hey, Suki, nice to see you. How's the eye going? How's it holding up?
It's fine, and like she spins it around.
It's
It's,
good. It's not supposed to do that, but that's good.
No, I can see the whole hell we're living in, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you in the business of feeding people now.
Yeah, wasn't my idea. I'll be honest, but
There's we have a few sick back in the med container. Do you have a second? Could you?
do I have a second? What?
we should really
What
get
time is
going.
it?
Jewel, like trying
Theoretically,
to
right
get
now
us
it would
out
be
of
like
here.
4 p.m.
We
We
have.
have-
I mean, look, Jewel. I know this is not your usual, but when can you say you've ever had an experience like this? And I gesture out to the junkyard and all the weird,
Literally never.
dressed people.
Am I missing out? Because I really don't.
This is what we're fighting for. I think that's the point.
Ah.
We're fighting for people who can't fight for themselves.
Right.
That's what your position will give you. God.
It's true.
Magnus, how long would this take? We do have quite a few errands we have to run today.
I know.
You guys are like a married couple. Oh my god.
That's what the meeting was about.
What really happened in that room? I'll have to ask Brian.
Guy was shot in the head. That's what happened. So,
Marital problems. I get
The
it.
guy choked on a strawberry too. There's a lot of things. But anyway, Magnus, just make it quick,
yes,
please.
yes. Now, while you're here, hang out with the kids. Why don't you play with the rat ball? The rat ball. It's a fun game they like to play here in the yard.
I think I'll pass. I'll just hand out tacos.
Yeah. Magnus would like to insight this woman that I have instantly named Suki.
Yeah, that works. You can
to see if she's
perception.
like luring me into a trap.
Go ahead.
I really don't
human
think she is,
perception.
but this is a sketchy neighborhood. I saw some tiger claws around.
Yeah, they do have some gang presence, and it doesn't look like the tiger claws are there to protect them.
Okay, I just rolled a 17.
No, she's actually concerned
Okay.
and relieved to see you.
Okay. I say to her, "Hey, would it be all right if can I just drive up to this container instead of walking? Where is it?"
Oh, yeah. As she points to, it's like a container at the far end. She says, "We've put them there as far away from the sewage treatment plant as we could."
All right. All right, everyone. And I kind of bang on the door of the taco truck on the metal. Truck's moving. And I drive us slowly through
Sitting out the back of the truck, just giving tacos out.
As you start driving, Jules, you can hear the two kids. The white one turns to the Indian one and says, "Next time you have to go for the tires."
Jeez.
These little shits.
And
Catch writes down reinforced tires.
So we'll gloss over that scene. There's a lot of people. There's like 8 people lined up in that container. If you want to make a paramedic check.
Yeah.
If you want
okay.
to
Is
look
this
them
to
over.
determine what's sure. Let's do that first.
Dysentery.
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay. Yeah, my question was going to be if any of their problems could be fixed with parts, because we do happen to have a whole thing,
No, they're
but
actually like
just like sick.
mundane sick. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. That's an 18.
Oh yeah. Easily enough, you let them know what to do. If you're caught with dysentery, and
yeah, I at least give them information. I don't. Yeah, aside from the stuff that I personally have in my inventory, like one air hypo medtech bag, I don't know what I would be having reasonably as stock in the taco truck. But if I had any extra supplies, theoretically, then I would give a small fraction.
Do you have any antibiotics?
I would say I think I would, because pharmaceuticals is my highest medtech skill.
So yeah, because one of the way to fight dysentery without medicine is just to hydrate a lot. But then if you have antibiotics, it's just gonna help their chances of survival greatly. So you'll like explain to Suki, which sort of acts as the like medic here. She doesn't know anything. But she wants to help, and you see that she's placed them away from the sewage as much as possible, so like in a sterile environment. She tried to make them comfortable. She has showed you like the disused porta potty that's been used for the people with dysentery. So like she kind of knows how a few things should work. Like she has common sense. But after you do all of this, the group in your life path and inventory, you can add a +1 to your reputation. As the Angels of the Lot.
Angels of the Lot.
Yeah.
And sorry, can you say one more time where this was?
It's in life path and inventory, like the second page.
Oh yeah.
Of your,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So basically, anyone, when you make a reputation check, you can like basically bank on that reputation, like call it into play. Like, hey, don't you know us? We're like the people helper, the angels of the lot. And then you can
Yes.
make a reputation check. And if it works, depending on the situation, you can even cow people into like not attacking you. You can force them to back down, or even just shake them so that they have minuses, like penalties on a bunch of stuff. So like, if someone was to accuse you of being murderers or whatever, like that reputation could come into play and be like, no, look, we're not.
We hired
the
an
bad
assassin.
guys.
We don't do the
technically didn't
murdering.
murder
Yeah.
Even
anyone.
though
Right?
you have multiple
We're just
dead
NPCs.
on your
Yeah.
conscience.
Well,
I will say,
Maelstrom
but
is
Simon,
really
before we
Yes.
leave this lot, I would like to make a nonsensical roll for you. Ketch is selling his ass off of tacos.
Oh, he just said that Simon lost the sound, so he's trying to work it back.
Well, Simon, we can hear
Uh-oh.
you.
We can just
So,
make anything happen
if
now.
Yeah.
only sign language was universally taught.
I know, right?
I really wish it was.
We win. That's the trick, right? Is that
Mm-hmm.
now we
Yeah,
have a
now
taco. We have a taco emporium, I think.
Now we just narrate what actually happens. So we save night. Oh,
we levy a trade.
Well, it doesn't work.
Because
We
I
can
can't
still hear him, but he can't hear us.
anyone
What's that?
at the moment, which
Ah,
is
there you are.
very much an issue.
No, he still can't hear us.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
probably
Maybe he
problem with
should
his
restart.
headphones or something.
Working.
So yeah, I think that's what it is. We have a taco embargo
Gosh
on all of
darn
Night
it.
City.
It's not Zoom, actually. It is my headset. I've been having issues with my headset for a few days now, and it sort of decides
hello?
that I have 0%
no?
battery.
Nice.
yikes.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Well-
well, we will here.
We can just.
We will
play.
mime what we do.
Alright, give me a second. I'll go get something
Handing
else.
out.
Chat says if
tacos.
he can't hear you for 10 minutes, you get it.
Yeah.
You'll get an
yeah,
A.
yeah.
If 15 minutes go by, we can
Yeah.
skip
We
class.
saved the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
the plan is to go drop off the goods.
Well, no, I think the
then-
plan is
Yes.
Proxy is the CMO, is the like our social media person, right? I think we've learned that that Jewel is not in sales. Perhaps she can repurpose that R&D
Look, hey,
brain
Ketch,
for like
I think that
flavors
was a
of
great,
tacos.
I haven't really been around this neighborhood too much.
Yeah,
I probably should have checked beforehand.
Yeah.
Jewel, that was a great response, I think. I actually didn't take them seriously either, but
I
yeah.
have a natural talent with kids.
What is
can
the
I
talent?
say?
I wouldn't, I mean,
Oh boy.
don't give yourself too much credit.
All right, so listen, I think that so TD, you're obviously in charge of agriculture, like that, no brainer, right? I think Jewel, you could be like R&D for like flavors of tacos, unique tacos from different areas of the world, right? Like you could use your access that obviously Proxy and social
Yes.
media, your
Why
email
am I
campaigns.
social media? You're more social than I am.
I can.
That's
I
fair.
threw a slushy
Yeah,
at
what
a
are you
robot.
doing?
You are the
Instead of
marketing department.
telling us what we're
Yeah,
doing,
I'm
marketing.
I'm
Why
I'm
don't
the
you-
head salesperson.
And sales, marketing and sales. It totally
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, but you're the
I am-
social media manager.
No, I'm just tech. I find the best routes to our locations and stuff.
It's a truck with it's one kitchen. We don't have a lot
Anyway.
of tech.
So
How do we get an embargo on tacos?
here's some antibiotics.
So here's a.
What I
many
was saying, in
tacos.
all seriousness, Simon,
Oh,
was
yeah.
that I would love to make a bullshit roll for you because Ketch is selling his ass off with these tacos. He is officially calling the restaurant the Taco Doc, and the slogan he's working on
Yeah,
is "If you can see us, you can catch a taco."
yeah.
And
should be-
if
it
he
should be
if he
the
spelled it, it
Taco
would be
Doc
catch
with a
Taco.
K.
Catch with
Yeah.
a K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very good. I like it. I like it.
trading was that? Is it
We're
that?
trying to come up with a slogan that will
Oh, he's just saying this to the people around, to the homeless masses around us.
You're trying to convince them that we're
this
a good
is
business.
definitely a style check. That
A
would go
style
for
check?
wardrobe.
Like a wardrobe and style check?
Yep.
Perfect. I rolled the literally the lowest I can roll.
Oh no.
I have a 12 in wardrobe and style. That's literally the lowest I can go.
Do you want to spend luck?
You know what? For the Taco Doc Emporium, yeah, fuck it. You know what? I only spend luck frivolously, so I'm just gonna put all my luck in it to make this Emporium launch. So that's gonna be a 19.
Oh my god.
It catches on.
Yeah.
It catches on.
Yeah,
It catches
yeah,
on
hell
quite
yeah, it
well.
does. Catch these tacos. Make that a shirt.
And with that, you spend about like 2 hours in the parking lot, in the lot.
All right.
And by the time you're about to leave, there's a few murmurs in the crowd. A lot of people are asking, like, "Will you be back?"
Eventually. Yeah. We got a lot on our plates, more than tacos. So
Quick question.
Branding.
I'd like to basically blog this as part of my media side role.
Ooh. Yes.
There you
See,
go.
social media management. Thank you so much, Proxy.
Social
Welcome to the
media,
team.
It's news. It's
Yeah,
newsworthy.
call it whatever you want.
So that is a basically you want to send this story out into the world.
Yes.
Can you roll a d10?
Yes, and then there's a link to donate so we can make more tacos.
To us. It's a go fund us. That's what
yeah,
it is.
we have a coffee.
It's a taco.
8.
TA-co. TA.co.
All right. I think because the team has been very nice. I'm gonna use one of the corruption bars, the last one that we were given. Because there's only like 20% chance that the story picks up at your level of
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know it's entry level.
yeah, but I'll use one of the corruption bars, and it's going to pick up. It's give it a day or two, but you're going to go viral with it.
Yes.
Lovely.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Love this.
So
Love this plan.
we'll see the fallout of that probably next week.
The fallout of it.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
It is a corruption bar,
results.
so we'll see.
Yeah,
It goes
Good thing or a
viral.
bad thing,
Attention
you know.
is not
Viral
exactly
is
always
both.
good.
Yeah,
You've
good and
just
bad.
Angered,
Yeah.
You've just angered the burrito factory.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Guys,
Now we're gonna have burrito gangers after us.
I just typed in www.ta.co and it goes to tacobell.com.
It
It
does.
redirects to tacobell.com.
Oh wow.
That's it.
Oh
Lawsuit
my
incoming.
gosh. That's our competitor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come for us. The corpo.
It's a
This-
corpo.
This campaign, it's gonna be like the Bubba Shrimp Company.
Oh no.
Oh
We're
my
gonna
God.
actually open a taco dock in somewhere,
Every city.
Texas.
I'm here
And
for
then-
this.
All right.
So,
anyway.
Next up on your list was the Willow Sisterhood.
Yeah.
And so you reach the their headquarters in the combat zone. It's a disused train station, like
Hmm.
old train station. Should have been made at the onset of the 2000s as a like a bullet train to go from Night City to San Francisco or from Night City to Los Angeles.
Hmm.
It never saw the light of day. So
Just
this,
like the actual bullet train in California. But anyway.
it's like things in real life are
Yeah.
mimicked in the game. When you approach the lot, not only is it gated and fenced, but also just outside, you notice in makeshift towers are 2 women, one in each tower, pointing sniper rifles at the truck. as you approach the gate.
Proxy gets out and calls Felicity on her agent.
You call Felicity. She picks up almost immediately. Yep.
Hey, we're outside. Delivery. And we don't want your snipers to kill us.
I'll let him know.
Thank you.
She hangs up, and like almost the moment after she hangs up, like the gate opens, the snipers just put their guns down and they motion for you to come.
She gets back in
Felicity
the truck.
comes out of the depot with another woman, a
Oh.
pink-haired lady, dressed in a sort of blue and black attire. She is heavily modded. There's probably not a piece of her that has not cyberware on it. Like,
including her face.
at best, at best, she has fashion wear, but like her face, you notice that like her entire face went through reconstructive surgery. She has chrome implants under her eyes. They're probably made to have like a pop-up lens for night vision or something. She has a face plate. You get the feeling that this section of her is the only thing that is actual flesh. But even her eyes might not be real. Her hair is definitely tech hair, and she's dressed in a very scantily clad attire. Her Felicity introduces her as Sakura.
Hey, Proxy. Want a snack?
Hi. Sak is our cyber tech expert in our techie.
Oh,
She makes all the toys we have.
nice.
So she'll be taking a look at everything that you have.
Yeah. I guess we should get out and let them take a look through.
We could just put the boxes out. You know what I mean?
Or that, yeah. There's a ramp.
Yeah.
You get the boxes out, and she starts looking into them, much like someone like going through a bargain bin at a superstore. And she just picks up some pieces. She's like, nope, too old. Rockland, this we can keep. Scrap it for
I kind of
parts.
say to Proxy, I'm like, did she say broccoli?
I don't know. Hey, Felicity, you did tell them that this was from the Maelstrom, salvage, right?
Without even looking up, Sakura goes, yep. And most of them don't know what they're picking at. So it's like...
That was what I was trying to imply.
Oh, yeah. I figured we're going to have to change a few things. But there's a few nuggets in there. She looks up to you. It's not bad. But
I heard, pretty sure there's a venom sac in there somewhere.
That's true. There might be a venom sac in there.
Oh, cool. I never had to play with a venom sac before. Secondhand?
Yes, but
that's pretty
high
much
quality.
all this is.
Super high quality.
Yeah.
She goes in and eventually finds it. She takes it out. She's like, oh. And you can see it's shaped like a stomach. And she holds it. It's like a sack of it's like a water balloon almost, but like filled with jello. And she's like, huh. And it has, you see it on the side of it, like the big Arasaka logo. And she's like, huh, branded too. Well, that might come in handy. I don't know if any of the girls would like to spit poison, but we can always do something with this. She continues looking up. She says, oh, cool, new nails. And she pulls out a hand and like squeezes it. And from the tip of the hand, you have like these like 2 inches long blades that come out. And she's like, neat.
Didn't know those were a thing.
You could do rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
or kebabs.
If chicken was
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, no, those are rippers.
Yeah, but let's
very
focus on the
good.
tacos first. Then we can expand to other handheld food groups. So you don't have to don't put too many eggs in one basket.
All
Egg
right, well,
tacos. Let's do a breakfast of it.
she closes the box back, says, That's good. Like, we're gonna take everything anyway because
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I just want to make sure we're, squared away.
Look, I was expecting you to try to cheat us out of anything, but it seems like there's plenty
No.
enough in there.
Yeah, no, we would never do that. I appreciate you sending Felicity because she did
Yeah.
expert job. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't get to tell her anything. In fact, she just like glances at Felicity like nobody gets to tell her anything.
got it.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. Seems like the type to take charge.
Yeah. Yeah, a real brat. And like Felicity just like elbows her in the sides as she pushes the crate
Hi, Felicity.
away. Oh, hi, Catch.
That's it. I was just being friendly.
So, is it okay if we reach out if we need any other contracts?
Sax says, you got the scratch. We got plenty enough people.
Great.
Oh,
That's
wait,
super
hold
helpful,
on.
Actually,
Hold on. I need paper. TD, where's paper? That's okay. And he writes something down.
fucking paper.
Here,
again.
Felicity, take this. This is the access code to a new night market that I'm starting,
Oh, okay.
where we're also going to sell tacos. You need that to get in.
Black market tacos.
Well,
It's
I
called
know,
a midnight market, okay?
I know quite a few of the girls are fans of tacos, so
See? Perfect.
she puts it in her pocket.
Good marketing catch.
That's my job.
You're
How's
gonna
that?
sell other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's a real night market. It's not just going to be you with your pants down when we drive up there. Because we've seen that happen before.
I don't recommend cooking tacos without pants on. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of grease.
How's that shoulder of yours doing, Felicity?
Oh, it's still sore.
Would you like me to help with that?
Yeah, is it a service that you offer at this night market?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is a yes.
It's called
What do you say?
Taco Docs. You get both.
Yeah, there's Taco Doc and there's Taco Doc.
Yeah.
So it's like Taco Doc After Dark.
Wow, that's
Yes.
good. Catch, you
Yeah.
didn't even come up with that.
Yeah.
Maybe she should do marketing.
Blog that.
I will.
Okay, and when's your night market popping
Yeah,
up?
when is our night
After-
market catch?
2 nights from now, right? Like
yeah,
2 or 3.
yeah.
When are
It's-
we doing this?
We'll have it'll be on the net. We'll put out the details.
Yeah, I'll.
But you need that
it's
code
a
to get in.
moving night market,
Yeah.
so like super exclusive.
You need that code to get in.
Am I doing this right?
Nailing it. You're killing it.
Okay.
I have no idea what we are doing.
Shh, just drive.
Okay.
So we'll see you 2 nights from now. Don't forget that access code. Check.
Already committed to memory.
Perfect.
And I figure Felicity said that it's going to be on your garden space proxy.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I already
will
follow
set
you,
something up.
so.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Doc, I hope you have strong hands.
Yeah, I had to use them earlier. Saved a guy's life. I won't even get into it.
There were strawberries involved.
Yeah,
I
but
witnessed firsthand.
yeah,
It's quite impressive.
Oh,
Mhm.
Strawberries, lots of
Wow.
hand stuff.
Well, we're more in the business of taking than saving, but glad to know some
Sometimes both.
people have others' well-being in mind.
Well, I mean, you do too, just in a weird, well, not even weird, just in a.
I mean, she had our backs, you know.
Yeah, yeah, you're still saving lives by taking them in a weird kind of way. But
Well, then
yep,
they
I
needed
had
to
your
die.
backs provided the transfer cleared, but yeah.
Yeah, we could have all been dead if we didn't show up and, make
But we're
Nah.
not.
No, and who knows? Maybe I'll work for a lesser fee in the future.
I am also available for hire if you need some running. So just.
I have a weird thought. I was just remembering, when we came in the aftermath of the Maelstrom lab, and how they all seemed kind of cut up, and then you showed us the filament things that you got. You ever like considered doing maybe like, I don't know, I've seen people do these cool like light acts where they spin things in their hands and stuff, or like I don't know, you ever jump rope with them?
Oh, with the whips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it or not, used to be a cheerleader at high school. It was an eternity ago, but before I dropped out for strangling the left receiver.
Yeah.
He had it coming.
Started early. Get it.
That's the second time we've heard that phrase today.
A lot of people have it coming in Night City.
Yeah.
And Sakura just like adds on top of that, like, and a lot of them are men.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That is actually a very good point.
You all, you ever need a net runner? I'm sure you guys are all in the business of killing, but Proxy here is really good at the.
We heard her offer. I mean,
okay.
We always need eyes and ears everywhere. I mean, if you have what it takes, you could join the sisterhood.
I don't really do the part.
Oh, we have different people. Like Sack doesn't. What's your kill count, Sack? She's like about 15 in just that many years.
I am exactly 0, and I would very much like to keep it like that.
Oh. A virgin. How cute.
I have iced a lot of programs, though. Just going to put that out there.
I was going to say, but how many black ice have you killed, eh?
I mean, you don't really.
Okay, this is like.
De-res them, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. R&D. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, flavors.
Well, we'll make sure to keep in touch, Proxy. Maybe we can talk shop at this mysterious night market.
I agree. Great time to do that.
All right. Then I guess we'll draw up a shopping list and we'll see if Catch actually provides.
Yes. Let me know and we'll make sure he gets the list.
Definitely, we'll drop by.
All right. Have a good evening then.
Good evening to you too.
Back the taco truck out. Beep, 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 beep. Slowly out past the Willow Sister Towers snipers.
Sack and Felicity are just like standing in the middle of the parking lot, like around the crates that you've dropped off, and they just like wave goodbye at you.
As we are pulling out and pulling away from their place, I'm gonna look to Catch and be like, Catch, are you advertising our business as a night market?
No, I'm advertising my night market that our business is going to be at.
I'm unaware of what exactly this is. What's a night market?
Okay. So this is really cool. That makes sense. You would have never gone there. Your gang is kind of shitty. No offense, man. Okay, so a night market is like, well, I mean, to be fair, they're like 17 years old, and they're kind of shitty. The kids are...
The piranhas are a serious gang, Catch. You just have never seen them in action, okay?
Are they?
But I'll pretend you didn't say that.
Okay,
Just
I'm
explain it.
all right. Well, I think that was a serious gang.
Just explain.
Yeah, a bunch
just
Anyway,
of
answer the
okay.
question.
assassins, yeah.
So
I think
listen,
so.
a night market is super duper cool. So what it is, it's like a bunch of fixers of varying skill levels all get together. We're like night market today, and it pops up, and it's a bunch of shops that sell all kinds of other things. Most of it's illegal. Some of it's not. Most of it is. Ours is going to be mostly
it's a-
illegal and
It's
have
a black
tacos.
market.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
adding a
Yes.
flavor factor.
Yeah, no, it's
Flavor
called a
factor.
night market.
Yeah.
You realize
Yes,
that
literally block that. Write that down.
Flavor factor.
Kat, you realize that night markets include things like, I don't know, valuables, gear, items,
That's what the other
weapons.
fixers are for.
Are you planning to coordinate this with all of your, fixer friends to get an actual night market up?
I feel like you guys don't think I'm a good fixer. However,
I think you're a
every
great-
time I've done anything, it's been great. Every time I've had to do my job, it's worked 100% of the time.
Well, you heard the Willow Sisterhood. They're expecting good stuff, not just tacos at this night market.
Yeah,
so I hope
Felicity's
you're
gonna
ready.
send me the shopping list, and I'm gonna make sure to help Catch, and he's gonna do his thing with the fixers, and I'm gonna put stuff on the.
It's just we have a lot of things still going on right now. And I just am concerned that you're adding more things to our to-do list.
I'm just saying,
that-
I'm the
overextend
one
ourselves.
that got a personal phone call from Lucius and had a private meeting with him. Maybe I'm not a bad fixer.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, I'm just
Um,
saying if the Proxy said, or I don't know if it was
I know-
Proxy or
I know
you,
you
that's
got
the
one
2
too.
nights from now, you have to have this already.
That was my fault. I panicked a little bit with the 2 nights thing. 2
That's
nights
fine.
is plenty
We
of
can-
time though, because he can do this while we're driving.
Yeah.
And at Afterlife,
Yeah.
he can meet other people and
Yeah.
do his thing. I think it's important because this is the way that we help and get help for the things. We need to build the relationship.
And the
This
brand.
is good. I don't really care about the brand. I'm talking more about the resources that we're going to get out of this because we need them.
Yeah.
If we're going to do what I think we're going to do with Lucius, we need them.
Oh, I'll have Lucius
What-
talk about the brand.
What are we going to do? Or sorry, what do you think we're going to do, Proxy?
We're going to fix whatever part of the city we can fix. That's what we're going to do. And we've already got a leg up with Jewel in, granted, not in the way that I thought it would happen, but lemon juice, whatever, lemonade.
What?
Never mind. It's a weird saying from before when lemons were still a thing.
I thought lemons are evil.
It's
What?
like a luxury good now.
Not lemmings, lemons.
Oh, okay.
They're citrus, they're yellow, they're bright and
Anyway, what
colorful and
was-
happy looking.
What are you saying?
My point being that Lucius has a vision based on everything that I know about him and my conversation, and then I know Ketch had his meeting, so I don't know what they talked about, but Lucius will do what I think is good for Night City,
Yeah.
at least in some part, and he's proven that. If you know anything about him, he's proven that. So my point being is sometimes you got to get your hands dirty, right? As you have ascended the corporate ladder, you already realize this, I'm sure.
Yes.
And we can't be the ones to do it. I mean, that's not in my skill set. Felicity did a great job. I don't want to step into those shoes. That's not my thing.
No, you're right. You're right. And even today we experienced it with Brian. We didn't get our hands dirty, he did. So
Yeah.
I understand this. You're right. We have to make those connections. We have to.
I'm sorry,
We
the
have to
murder guy's
solidify
name
these
was
things.
Brian?
Yeah.
It was. He's
Huh.
pretty great. Oh, we also invited him to meet us at the Afterlife tonight,
Oh.
or Afterlife tonight.
Mhm.
So
Before or
hang out?
after our meeting.
Wait, did you just say after light
Afterlife
to knife?
Afterlife tonight. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah, it
Is-
has indeed.
To hang out with him?
He
Yeah.
kind of, well, I was about to say
He's-
he saved our lives, but he
He's
kind
with
of
us
did.
now.
Yeah.
He's
I think
one
it's
of
off.
our
It's-
I
now.
offered him a seat in the taco truck, so Hey Ken, how you doing back there?
We have enough room for all of these people.
we do.
We're gonna need to get 2 trucks.
After Brian, with 6 of you inside the truck, it's probably going to be like the
I can't cook under
maximum
those
clown car.
conditions.
I'm
not gonna be able to cook under those conditions.
I will.
We don't
get
have
out
to
of
have
the
them
truck.
in all the time. Ken, well, eventually we're going to need to talk about, we're going to conclude our business together, I think, as long as
But-
you're doing okay. I have to still, patch you up.
We have a lot of questions. What about the thing?
That's what I'm saying.
The
That's
thing
what
and
I'm
the
saying.
guy and the
Yeah, we'll
killing.
conclude the business. But anyway,
Maybe he can help us. He has ties to Arasaka, or he has information that we could help further our cause. Anyway, I'm gonna get off.
the loan benefit that we get from that mechanically is that we have a instant call Arasaka card right now in that chip.
Right, which is why I held on to it, other than the fact that imminent death and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, I should make tacos for the meeting. That's pretty impressive.
You're bringing food to a You're bringing food to a restaurant. Don't do that.
I don't think
I
Afterlife is
wouldn't
really
call
a restaurant.
Afterlife
They're
a
like
restaurant.
A bar, right?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't know honestly, but
Yeah, it's a bar.
Plus, you don't want to make.
But there's
all
still
those
food in a
people,
bar,
like
you know?
Yeah.
Don't you
And
though?
we're gonna attract all sorts of attention.
Yeah, we don't need that right now.
Branding.
Maybe you should cool it and work on the night market thing instead of making tacos.
Yeah.
You get an airtight container for discreet taco transport. All right, I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, get a patent. Oh goodness.
So we'll forward the clock through all of your discussions and end our session tonight as the group walks down the stairs that lead to the entrance of the afterlife. There is heavy metal music playing inside the club. You can hear and feel the bass even outside as you walk down the stairs. There's a few people already like loitering in the stairs, many of them pre-gaming with designer drugs and the like that that are to be that are not illegal but forbidden inside the club itself. I would just like to know, like, let's imagine we have this camera shot at like a counter plunge angle, and we see the 4 of you walk down the stairs. Like, how are you dressed? What do you look like walking in slow motion?
Magnus Taco Doc just wearing same bohemian clothes with a little blood splotch from Cook earlier. Same clothes, same meeting that have traveled with him from the interview to the parking lot to the Willow Sisterhood to now. And I'm just walking, looking around, taking note of the drugs that those guys are using. That's how I walk.
I feel like Jewel would dress up a little bit for this, pending we made a stop back in her apartment.
Yeah.
She would be wearing like a black like skin tight dress with like a high collar. It's kind of decorated with like sharp lines and very sharp edges to it. And her hair is up, and that you can see like all of her fashion wear. She doesn't have a lot of cyberwear. She can't really afford it, but she does have like a skin watch and the EMP threading, and she tries to deck herself out with like synth hair. And when her hair is tied back, it kind of makes her hair a bit more glittery and shining a hint of green in the lights as we're walking into the club. So she's not in her corpo outfit, but she definitely still kind of seems stylish, but a little stuffy, I would say is her attire.
Cool.
I mean, all that Proxy does is just like put on a fresh coat of lipstick and just her jacket. She probably like throws it over her shoulder to try to look cool, but she has no idea what cool looks like. So, yeah.
Ketch went all out because if you recall, he was trying to
Yay.
remind you all to go all out.
Yeah. I got the memo.
Yeah. He was trying, man. He was trying real hard. Yeah, Ketch has like a bunch of cybernetics, but they're all just to look cool. So when we meet back up for like go to Afterlife, he is wearing like bright pants. Like they reflect light, and he has no shirt on for some reason. He's not defined in any way. He just has no shirt on. And you can see that he has a bunch of cyberware tattoos, like all over his body. And he found a leather jacket with no sleeves. And his hair is like slicked back and like several colors, like it changes to match his pants. And that's how he walks in.
Like a Final Fantasy character.
Like a fucking Final Fantasy character.
Oh my god.
1,000%.
That's great.
You look like the bad guy from every 1980s teen movie.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Which is
Amazing.
exactly what you want to look like in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So you all walk down the stairs, and as you approach the door, there's this bouncer there, lithe individual but heavily cybered up, looks at all of you one by one, and then when he sees Ketch, he goes, "Ketch, my man!" And we're gonna end on that.
Wow. Ketch has the context.
Oh man. Guys, Ketch is a good fixer.
Yeah.
He just looks like an idiot. Hell yes. I love this. This is the best.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go do our after show. Guys, if you want access to the after show and all kinds of other behind the scenes exclusives, join us on the Patreon down below. While you're down there, head over to the Discord, be a part of the conversation. But for now, we're going to do our introductions, get the hell out of here, film that after show, and enjoy the rest of our evenings. So we'll start with Simon himself. Simon, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hello, I am Simon at Wondering the M, and you can find me here every week at 8 p.m. Eastern for Cyberpunk Phoenix. Then tomorrow, like every Thursday until the end of March, I am over on Sirenscape channel producing another Cyberpunk show if you want to come and watch. And then on Fridays, it's my Cyberpunk show over on my channel, twitch.tv/WonderingDM at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sunday, I will be over on twitch.tv/Praxagorathasmophoria for some
There it is.
Romance
Every
of
time.
the Blue Rose, our fantasy romance game with the Blue Rose RPG by Green Ronin. It is amazing. And then on Monday, back on my channel for some D&D with Rime of the Frost Maiden. And if you are interested, there is an article that is about to, it either was published today or will be published tomorrow on Polygon about the game that I've been working on, Vampire the Masquerade Chapters. We still have 1 week of pre-orders, so if you want to check that out, you can just Google Vampire the Masquerade Chapters. It's a RPG in a box. It's basically a pre-made campaign for Vampire the Masquerade that you have along with a truckload of minis. I just saw some of the art for the new sculpts of NPCs because it's 30 pounds of goodies. So just check it out. You've got 1 week if you want to get your hands on it because it will not be in retail.
Okay. Dope. Let's jump over to Tracy. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hello, everybody. I am Tracy, also known as Miss Magitech, and you can find me on the internet as Miss Magitech. I am all over the place right now, playing a lot of tabletop games. So feel free to follow me if you're into Cyberpunk, D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, and many others. Yeah, just find me twitch.tv/MissMagitech or Twitter. That's where I'm usually, posting when I'm going live and things like that. So yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Zach, same question. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
My name is Zach Clay. I'm just a guy with a growing afro, and I do things on the internet like tabletop stuff. I also do music remixes. I also voice act. I also do other things. And I am on this show on unMadeGaming. And I'm also on the Arvin Eleron channel where we do a voice acting show called Our Vocalists, where he plays a text-based video game and then brings in voice actors to voice the text-based video game.
That's
I'm on
super
that.
cool.
And another sci-fi campaign called Esper Genesis, and then my own channel. So if you just search up Zach Clay, you'll probably find that stuff. But here I'm a taco doc, and it makes me very happy.
The Taco Duck.
Yes.
And last but not least, Meta, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hello, I'm Metamancer. This is where you can find me. Exclusivity rights right here for
There it
unMade
is.
Gaming.
We locked it down. But that's it from us. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for those corruption bars. And as I said, if you want to support the channel, check out that Patreon. And if you guys are watching over on YouTube, we stream this live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/unmadegaming. But for now, that's it from all of us. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.